Hey, thanks for tuning in. This episode is all about the turret. You start in with the barrel mount. A few things that are consistent about this kit. The plastic quality is excellent, the way parts index is very well thought out, and the fit is remarkable. Some fine cleanup for that one. You have to drill out the hole where the thin rod piece goes. That's done for now. This is where you use the last of the polys. The part shape does not match the instructions, but it's okay, it works. It's a very tight fit over the polys. You just have to clean up inside there. And don't worry about the inside. You only drill one set of holes, not both, like I did. It depends on what machine gun mount you use. I filled in the rear ones later. If you squeeze in the sides just a bit, it fits in great. Since it was moving around, I glued one side, then the other side, and then the center. I glued at the corners and then the sides. No detail on the inside to do. Yeah, very busy here. It's like a shroud at the barrel base. The instructions don't show which way this goes in. I put it in this way as it seems to line up at the edge. You install it the other way, it sticks out over that edge. So this is when I realized it needs to go on the other way. Since the pins were gone, I used a marker to guide me. The water or fuel can ledge, 3 per side. The PE bends weren't that complex. I've added the PE parts to the turret. I'll paint and add the rods later. That was finicky. Another thing I love about the kit is the hatches and doors fit perfectly. I'll paint and add these later. So this is when I realized you only drill one set of holes. I taped underneath and filled with sprue goo. I don't mind showing my mistakes. Hopefully they can spare you the same. It seems counterintuitive visually. The straight edge goes over the rounded side and vice versa. It's because the rim underneath is like that. I spent a few minutes trying to get that on at first. I used the hammerhead in the PE to glue it down right. I put CA glue underneath, and once indexed, I quickly pulled the hammer out. I'll add it later. Missing footage. Anyway, I added these parts to the turret, no issues. The last major component is this storage structure at the back. Like the back of the turret, you have to hold this in perfect place while you cement. The call out is C19. It's not 19, it's 29. They make the mistake again here. There is no C30, it's C29 again. You have to modify it in two ways to attach this piece. You have to drill out those holes. The pins are too long. And you have to remove the other set of pins. There are no holes for them. You make a pair of these storage bins that can be attached in two ways. The mesh fits in perfectly, no issues. You need to sand or fill those in. That's the upper surface. So this is the order I attach the sides to the base. Then the barrel. They give you these great resin parts, but they provide the plastic ones as well. Wear a mask and sand away from you. I marked these so I could line up the bolt heads. There's this that you add later. The larger hole takes the angled leg. You have the option of a crude or remote control 50 cal gun system. You can build up both. They give you two M2 50 cals. This is the crude one. Sorry about the markup. I missed scanning this page beforehand. This is all the remote gun system, which I'm going with. How cool is that? I then realized I hadn't even touched Sprue Tree H yet. Don't trim off that little fin at the top. One end is thinner than the other, so I wedged it in and down. You can fill seams by putting down a lot of cement and squeezing it. The indexing shallows are so tiny. You need to fill those, that's the upside. Same with those, you have to fill them up. And I filled in the seam on the ammo container. You add this later, but I made it up. Once I added the PE, I spotted the depressions. This is the barrel lock device. I glued that half-moon piece in first. Then the other. The corners are curved. I glued one side on, then squeezed in the other one. The join was awful and needed to be puttied up. Getting that all right was a little fiddly. Lastly, the tracks. This was actually the first thing I started to play with. This is how I did it. But if you want to see an excellent way of doing it, check out Nigel's. He just put that out. I'll have a link in the description to his video. They give you 4 of these jigs molded in plastic. These are the pads that you put down first, which are actually the outer pads. That thicker ridge goes on the inside. Unfortunately, the side with the tab mark goes on the outside. I had to clean up that bit on many of them. Attach the horn. Add 2 of these, and then add the other pads. Just put the cement in the depression carefully. Then the next pair. Then the next pair. I made sets of 3 and joined those to make 88 links. The 89th will be made when you join the ends. Here's everything else ready for priming. And primed in Mr. Surfacer 1500. Thanks for watching. I hope that was helpful. Be well and happy modeling.